This is Plant-Based Briefing, the Vegan Revolution, how plant-based foods are set to dominate the economy. A guest post from business expert at all-creatures.org. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson, and Plant-Based Briefing is the curated content plant-based podcast for those short on time but interested in plant-based and vegan living. I read a variety of articles with permission on topics related to healthy, compassionate, and sustainable living in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. Today's post is by the folks at Business Expert, one of the UK's leading finance and business websites, and published at all-creatures.org. All Creatures is a nonprofit dedicated to cruelty-free living through a vegan lifestyle, according to Judeo-Christian ethics. Their website is filled with resources relating to animal issues and animal rights activism as well. Now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. The Vegan Revolution, how plant-based foods are set to dominate the economy, from Business Expert at all-creatures.org. Once considered a fringe dietary pursuit, veganism is now a global movement that is growing at warp speed. In fact, the last 10 years have seen global numbers multiply by more than 7 times, especially among those younger than 35. With 1 in 8 Brits, or almost 13% of the population, now vegetarian or vegan, and a further 21% identifying as flexitarian, this means that at least 1/3 of the population is now eating a meat-reduced diet. So, what has been driving this massive expansion of herbivorous behavior? And how has that, in turn, affected global business? In this article, we're going to look at the growth of the vegan economy, analyzing why it is happening and what we can expect for the decades ahead. What is driving the rise in the vegan economy? The following chart outlines the reasons why people go vegan in the UK. 33% say it's for health reasons. Another 33% say it's for ethics, which could include the well-being of animals, the environment, and other humans. About 15% say it's for religion, about 10% say they're going vegan for allergies, and about 5% say they're going vegan for other reasons. Estimates for the global vegan food market now predict it to reach $31.4 billion by 2026. Set against a decline in the global meat market, a $1.8 trillion industry, by 3% during 2020, the plant-based economy is going to fill the gap. But what is driving the cultural shift? Evidence suggests the shift is coming primarily from younger generations who place animal welfare, personal health, and the climate crisis at the forefront of their consumer choices. Gen Z and millennials are by far the most likely age groups to be vegan and vegetarian. 87.5% of Gen Z are worried about the environment. 41% of Gen Z feel that climate change is the single most important issue facing the planet. And 35% of Generation Z want to be meat-free by the end of 2021. The rise of the vegan influencer. There is little doubt social media has played a crucial part in promoting veganism amongst younger people. As digital and social media natives, Gen Z teens have never known a world without Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Analysis by Brandwatch shows that veganism is actually the most popular nutrition topic on social media, written about by some 54% of food influencers. People such as Ariana Grande, Lewis Hamilton, Kim Kardashian, Serena Williams, and Moby are all vegan and have huge social followings, points out Scott McCulloch, founder of box scheme The Vegan Kind. Generation Z is growing up in an environment whereby they are concerned about the future of planet Earth and use social media to discuss and engage with these issues. Battle for the center of the plate. From the McDonald's plant burger to the vegan suite at the Hilton London Bankside Hotel, one sector after another is waking up to the power of the vegan economy. Originally limited to niche companies with core vegan ethos, we are now seeing brands like Nestle launching the Garden Gourmet's incredible burger in Europe, Kraft Heinz selling vegan mayo, and dairy giant Danone releasing its first plant-based Actimel range. With protein forming a core component of most meals in the Western diet, this is a battle for the center of the plate, as Justin Sherrard, a strategist at Rabobank, puts it. Sherrard goes on to point out that the vegetarian protein market is of greater interest than its current size denotes by itself, because it indicates the broader cultural shift that will see a reduction in meat industry dominance. Plant-based is not a threat, says Wayne England, who leads Nestlé's food strategy. On the contrary, it's a great opportunity for us. Many of our existing brands can play much more in this space than they do today, so we're accelerating that shift, and there is also space for new brands. How big could the vegan economy get? If we use the plant-based milk industry as an example, an increase from 13 to 35 billion within 5 years, veganism has not only become mainstream but could replace the traditional diet within the next century. A report by global consultants A.T. Kearney goes so far as to say that by 2040, 60% of meat will no longer come directly from animals, but will be derived from either cultured meat or plant-based alternatives. By that reckoning, the conventional meat industry is on a 20-year countdown to being superseded, a remarkable fact given that it is worth $2 trillion per year. With food shaping our job markets and even our religious and cultural identities, this transition will affect every corner of our planet. You just listened to The Vegan Revolution, How Plant-Based Foods Are Set to Dominate the Economy, a guest post from business expert at all-creatures.org. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. Please share this podcast with others who might be interested in plant-based, compassionate, and sustainable living. Thanks for listening.